We can get started, and the file set updates and yes, first off, we have some news about our modules, namely Simple DVT and Community Staking, that got quite a bit deposits over March, I have to say. So there was more than 100,000 ETH flow to these modules, bringing about 35 new active operators to the Lido protocol, which is super exciting. So with this new deposit, CSM, as you can see here, hit its stake share limit in terms of like active validators, occupying its entire capacity. And Simple DVT has around like half of its capacity free for new stake allocations. So with this news about community staking hitting the limit, some of you might wonder what is next for CSM. And I'm wondering too, and I will leave it up to Dima to reveal these details later on, because there was some interesting document published on the research forum that basically explains what to expect next from CSM. So I'll keep it for later to Dima to tell all the details, or at least some details about that. And while the next iteration that Dima will be talking about of CSM code is now being baked, the community staking team keeps improving its current version in terms of UI, because the UI is the easiest part to upgrade, to improve, while smart contracts require a lot of thorough attention, audits, and time. So we can keep playing with UI. And in March, we released the new functionality that allows node operator to voluntarily provide details such as their contact information, their previous experience or current experience, their infrastructure setup, in order to help Lido protocol to increase its transparency. Because this information later on will be used to build Venom reports. I'm sure that all of you heard of this, which is basically the report that reflects the current state of the protocol in terms of node operators infrastructure from different angles, like from setups, from client distribution, from geographical distribution, and so on. So, and why I call this an improvement is because, for example, contact information was collected via custom forms before from CSM node operators who are willing to share this information. And now it's just super easy for node operators to submit it using just common interface they use for other operations on CSM UI, like uploading keys or managing their reward and manager addresses and so on. So another big and exciting thing that happened in March was the snapshot vote for SSV Lido module that was approved by the DAO. And at the last, if I recall correctly, it was at the last node operator community call, Alan introduced this module to our community. But to summarize it short, this is a permissionless staking module leveraging SSV Network's DV technology that will allow for automated cluster formation that will lower even the current barriers in terms of bond, thanks to the DVT, because it requires less net bond from every single operator, because this bond is split between multiple participants of the cluster. So the approval of the snapshot vote means that the high-level design that was outlined in the proposal that was published on the research forum is approved now, and the development team can proceed with the testnet and with the further preparations for the module implementation. And as it is outlined in the proposal, we'll be waiting for more news on that over the upcoming quarter. And I think that with that said, we can move to another item that is Lido protocol transition from Haleski to Hudi. And for sure, with no doubts, all of you are aware of the Haleski situation and the rapid transition to the new testnet. And so here the main point is that all the necessary parts of the Lido protocol that required for normal operation of the protocol has been moved to Hudi. And as for today, we have more than 14,000 keys active there on Hudi. within Lido protocol, I mean, and the Pectra hard fork went smoothly with all the checks passed. So, and I think this is the last slide, and before I wrap up my section, I want to mention that there is a very interesting blog post published on the research forum again about the future considerations of the Lido protocol and anticipating Pectra hard fork. So while the first blog post that was published in February, it describes details around like immediate changes required for Pectra upgrade in the Lido protocol, this second blog post has some details on like how the implementation of max effective balance and consolidation should be considered from the point of view of the Lido protocol. And I think that that is it for today. It was super short. I'm proud of myself, and I am happy to give the mic back to Izzy.